So the reason why we are here is not because the court or the state filed against me. It's because I filed for myself. I wanted to put myself on child support. Now I understand that I'm not the biological father, sir.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Gunter and God. I'm back with another video. If y'all like to be a part of the community, please join the Discord, please join the Reddit. It'll be a link down in the description below. Now we're back with another case of these wild hyena hood rats who clearly hate their kids and clearly do not care about traumatizing their kids whatsoever. And as I said in the last video, you know, this isn't just something that goes on in the Black community. This goes on in the white and the Hispanic community as well. And in this incident right here, you got this evil lady who clearly does not care about her child whatsoever. Let this man, you know, be a part of her child's life for 5 years. And all of a sudden, you know, because she's in like her mood, or, you know, she just feels some type of way. Now she wants to claim that this guy that she already knew from the jump wasn't the biological father, you know, doesn't want him to be involved in a child's life whatsoever. So now she's about to traumatize this kid, you know, and basically rip this kid apart from being around a father figure that the child, you know, has been looking up to this entire time, and wants, you know, just to separate and, you know, rip this child away from this guy because she's in her feelings.
Since 2018, of November 20th of 2018, when that child was born, sir, I was in the hospital present, sir. I signed his birth certificate, sir. I took that upon myself. He carries my last name. The real biological father was nowhere to be found. The mother of the child, she let me, you know, claim him and take him under. You know, sir, biologically he's not my child, but I love that little. There's nothing that I would not do for him, and this is the reason why we're here now, because there's guys out here who don't do for the kids, and I understand that I've made stuff and I've done stuff in the past, but I can't nobody tell me that my son that I can't, you know. And
As the guy stated in this court hearing, he's been there from the very beginning, you know, since this child's birth, and the biological father was nowhere around, didn't even want to be in a child's life whatsoever. So, you know, this guy has been there from the jump. You know, he knew that he wasn't the biological father, but was willing enough to put his name down on the birth certificate so he could, you know, be there for the child and, you know, basically, you know, instilling some type of discipline and say some type of structure within this child's life. Because obviously he either, you know, noticed something about this wild hyena hood rat, that she was too unstable, that, you know, that he needed to come in this child's life to protect this child and, you know, just have some type of stability within this child's life, because he knew that this mother, that this wild hyena hood rat, you know, if left at her own demise, you know, would completely ruin this child's life. And that's exactly what it looks like she's trying to do. She's trying to drag this child down to hell with her. And now, after 5 years of, you know, them building this bond, she just wants to rip all this completely apart. And this is just a wild scenario, because you can just tell with these judges, they do not care about how the child feels, about what emotions this child's going to be going through, whether this child is about to be traumatized from being ripped apart from a father figure that he's been around for up to 5 years already. And this woman, the child's mom, just has so much disdain for this guy for some reason. You know, even though he took the time and, you know, his money, his effort to put in this child's life, for some reason she's in her mood, and now she just wants this guy completely out of his life.
so why is it that 5 years later, I just don't understand, why is it 5 years later she wants to say him that? Now, you know, if this was the case, why did this happen when he was born? Why does it have to happen 5 years later when I try to put myself on child support to see my son?
Okay, here's the deal, sir. I don't know why, but the bottom line is that's not your son. If you're not the biological
I'm sorry, do you hear me?
Yes, sir. If you're not the biological father, that's not your son.
I can't hear, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, he is my son.
No,
he
okay,
is my
sir.
son.
I'm not legally he's not your son, sir. I'm not going to argue with you about it. Okay, I know what the law is, and you're making
That's fine.
emotional argument that doesn't have any basis in Texas law. Sorry, sir.
Okay. Well, can't nobody tell me that he's mine or he's not mine. So that's fine.
Well,
thank you.
And the guy can't do anything about it. I mean, he's explaining to the judge that he's been there from the beginning, you know, that he's willing to put himself on child support so he could, you know, be there and still provide for this child that he's been around for 5 years now. and the court system is just not hearing it. The court system is basically saying that he needs to take a DNA test to prove that he's the biological father, that I guess putting his name on the birth certificate means nothing, that is just a form of fraternity fraud, that to have any type of legal rights to this child, that he would need to be the biological father, which is just completely messed up. How this woman could be playing these games, playing these mind games, knowing that this guy wasn't a biological father the whole time. I mean, isn't she a part of the fraternity fraud as well? If she knew that this guy wasn't a biological father.
If you're not that child's biological father, there is nothing I can do about that, sir, because you and she did not get you to be the child's father properly, which means by adoption. If you're not bio dad, then the only way that you could be that child's father if you went through a legitimate adoption, sir. Otherwise, it's not done. It can't be done, sir. If you're not dad, because the other father wasn't noticed and done properly, there's nothing I can do about that, sir. I'm looking at having to order DNA tests. And if you're not dad, you're not dad, and you're not entitled to have any rights as a father, sir.
But my name is on his birth certificate.
That doesn't matter, sir, because you and the mom, or you or whoever did it, that in front and not in conformity with the laws of the state of Texas. I can put my name on that birth certificate, but that doesn't make me dad. Okay, it doesn't.
Gave her child the last name of a guy that she knew wasn't a biological father, and let him sign a birth certificate. Isn't she just as part as the fraternity fraud as well? I mean, and then the court system, the judge is just so easygoing with her, acting all catty with her, acting like this woman has done no wrong. And this is just completely messed up. She should be charged with something, because this just isn't right. This is child neglect. This is child abuse. This is everything under the sun. But you finally have a man, who wants to be a part of a child's life. And then you have this evil, wild hyena hood rat who just clearly wants to traumatize her kid. And she's saying now, I guess, a biological father wants to be in a child's life. But obviously both of these parents, both the mom and the biological father, both have mood swings, because they just go based off of their feelings within a moment. They want to be here for the child, they don't. They want somebody to be in the child's life, and then they don't. This child right here is just gonna be another statistic, gonna be another one of these hooligans running around causing havoc and chaos within their community. But you can just hear the pain in this guy's voice, he just wants to be there for the child so damn bad. But unfortunately, he has no rights, not being the biological father of this child. So the best thing, the best bet for this guy to do is just move on. Hopefully he can have kids on his own to where he can, go and raise a family on his own or whatnot. Hopefully that, it isn't the case where this guy is infertile or whatnot, because he seems like he would be a great father, and a great potential husband as well.
This is crazy. Well, at least I tried, for 5 years I tried. And can't nobody else say that. Can't nobody ever say that they tried to, I raised a kid that wasn't, come on now, bro, this is crazy. But okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate your time, thank you. And I will be having an attorney, thank you.
But I mean, I just think that this is just wild, how you have somebody who clearly wants to be the child's father. How many times do you see this where somebody wants to be there for the child in the court system, and you got these people who are literally pushing him away, telling them that he can't even see the child anymore, that he's just like a stranger. But you can just tell how evil this lady is, because she doesn't even want him visiting the child at school, visiting him at the hospital, being associated with this kid whatsoever. She really wants this guy to be completely out of this child's life.
Nehemiah is in school. Will this order, will I be able to get some type of paperwork so I can take to the school? Because I do not want to send him back to school until I have some type of paperwork to where Mr. Granados cannot get in contact with my son.
Ms. Hubbard, put in that paperwork until further order of court. Mr. Granados is not to have any access whatsoever to the child personally or through any type of third-party institution, including schools, hospital, the normal things that a real parent would have access to, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate
And
it.
that way mom can take that straight to the school and say, hey, he's that have no access to anything concerning the child or the child's records.
And I can understand, like, if maybe the biological father was in the child's life and then could just bring like this guy around as an uncle figure, as like a friend figure or something, because obviously there's a bond there, but she just wants to completely rip this guy out of the child's life for good. And this is just wild, man. Like, this just shows you how these wild hyena hood rats really do not care about their children whatsoever. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. You know, is this guy a simp or is this guy a hero? Do we need men like this in our society? Or, you know, is this guy just, you know, causing his own demise potentially? And once again, if y'all like to be a part of the community, please join the Reddit, please join the Discord. It'll be a link down in the description below. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, all right?